Traveling to Thailand, let's talk about it. When I first started going to Thailand, really, man, you could get a hotel, $20, something like that at the beach, and it'd just be great. Everything was cheap, really. Now, really, you got to go almost to the far north where nothing is and just go way out before you can even find something that's decent. The last time I was in Thailand, I would say, what is it, 3, 4 months ago, I went into Phuket, and literally the hotels that were like $10, $15, I couldn't even find a room. They were 200 US dollars a night. You know the ones above O-top over there, that kind of stuff. The ones that you just be scared to even sleep on the bed. Yeah, they were charging almost 200 US dollars. Let's talk about food. Some of the most amazing food in the world. Okay? It really hasn't gone up too much when you're doing the food carts and stuff like that, but if you go into like the big C's and stuff like that, you will run into stuff being really expensive. For example, if you were to buy Ocean Spray cranberry juice, you're probably almost spending $10 to $13 for a 2 liter. We got visitors. But we're not in Thailand. Where are we at, guys? Where are we at? We're in the Philippines, right?
I'm Ronald.
So yeah. What is your name? All right. So yeah, okay, if you're wanting some basically, well, let's do some cost comparisons. If if you come to the Philippines, okay, now Manila. Let's talk about Manila. You will find hotels here charging US prices in Manila. And ooh, that one I don't agree with, because that some of the places that I have stayed weren't really worth that, right? They weren't. But the food, hands down, is amazing here, and probably the people, just the people in general, as you can see, right? Both places have amazing people, and I don't want to get into this, but okay. So let's talk about tourism. The main reason that we're having a lot of people kind of stay away from Thailand, and I can tell you this from real world experience. So Thailand, I am your Thailand creator, and I am signed to TikTok in Thailand, and that is my region. So let me help you out with what I've heard. Visa. It's the visa issues. I'm really glad that you guys come out with the e-visa now, because what it stops is some of them, when you're going to Thailand, will give you the excuse that you have been in Thailand too long. There's no such rule of that. So let me explain to you my experience. It's 2 by land and 6 by air. With all your extensions, that means if you went by air, you could literally just travel to different countries and come back to Thailand and do it properly. And they did that because of travel. So that way airlines and everything else could make money, and it was really good for the economy. It was the #1 most visited place, really, in Asia. And I'm here to tell you why you're losing the tourists. It's because of that reason. It's the visa options, and it's how it is. The visa options just change so much, and so back with the elite visa and everything else, you know, you buy that thing, and then all of a sudden they change the rules. Okay? That's really what it is. It is not, because Thailand is so amazing, people really don't care. They'll just go there and they'll pay for it anyway. They will, because we're in a beautiful country. It's Thailand, right? Just like the Philippines, right? But just because they'll pay it, that doesn't mean you continue to do that, okay? And let me give you some examples when you're going around Phuket and you're trying to do anything. If I were to go from Khon Kaen, because I lived in Isan, but I lived in Phuket for 7 years, but then I moved to Isan, okay? When I would come over from Isan and visit my friends like in Lawai and stuff like that, and Phuket, Putong, I would have just the price triples, and then you have just that let's prey on the tourist. And back when I was there with COVID, man, we were humble. We couldn't even get people to come in the doors at all. I literally would try to help my friends out just by singing in front and doing those things and just casual conversation to get people to come in there. And then all of a sudden, most of the Chinese tourists started coming. Then it was the Indians and stuff like that. And it just got just overloaded, including their legalization of broccoli, right? Now, if you would have structured that different, it wouldn't have been an issue whatsoever, but it just kind of turned into a free-for-all. So you get people with their family and their kids and stuff, and they're just really not wanting to be around everywhere, sitting in the restaurants and happening to whatever. That is not the issue, though. The issue is a lot of vendors taking advantage of the foreigners. Like when I go on Bangla Road, I don't drink. I drink Coca-Cola. I'm charged 200 baht for one Coca-Cola. Okay? These are some of the reasons why people don't want to go to Thailand. They just think it's overpriced itself and stuff like that. But let me help you, because there's light at the end of the tunnel. If we can all change this, learn and sit here and watch what we're all reporting, okay, and giving you that information. Thailand, Kapum Kap, we need to change that, because man, we were number one. We were number one, all right? We were number one. I have the Yaka and the Land of Smiles on me. I'm loyal to Thailand, so I'm here to tell you, and I'm very much in with the foreigners. Usually if I'm in a situation, and you can ask my friends, the foreigner will always come to me for the information first. Always. They trust Robbie and they trust what I say. So I hope you do too, okay? Because you can really start getting these people back in, okay? So the Chinese people, when they come there, they're not acting very polite, and we have a lot of people not acting polite, and it's not the Chinese people, okay? It isn't. We know who it is, okay? Right? And it's just gotten so bad that Thailand, you need to deal with that a little bit, please. And then I think you're going to have plenty of tourism. No one's ever going to get tired of Thailand. They just get tired of, you can't walk around there, people kind of being rude, pushy, shovey. And I also seen a thing where a lot of big guys were walking around with black eyes. There was some kind of funny thing, I guess, that people were doing when they were coming down the stairs, and they would hit them in the face. And so on Bangla Road, you started seeing people walk around with black eyes. That is not Thai people, man. That is not how those people function. Thai people are the most chillest people, really, on the planet. And the number one chillest people is Vietnam. But unless you know Vietnam, it's going to worry you a little bit, because you're going to go to Vietnam and Saigon or something, and you're going to get a real shock, and you're going to think that that's how that place is. It's not. Get out of Saigon and just go traveling. Every pretty much place in Vietnam is safe and amazing. I know so. I have a child there. She's from Pleiku City, the far north, and I've trudged almost every part of Vietnam, and there's not an unsafe part at all, okay? And really the same with Thailand. I know you can get on those travel warnings and stuff, but I'm here to tell you, and my word is good. I've been everywhere in Thailand, and I've never ran into any of those issues. I've never even ran into an issue of someone stealing something from me. All right, never, okay? So I think it'll get back on track. I think people are a little bit worried because of the natural disaster and some things like that. So let's not panic. Let's use the time to kind of just reset and figure out what we're doing. But one thing is a major thing is, and I had it myself, I had come over to the Philippines just to come visit the Philippines. I've never had an overstay. And when I went back, they shot me down to the bottom of Bangkok airport, said I was staying too long in Thailand, held me in there kind of like jail or something there, and a little lady came and helped me out, and I got a ticket back to Thailand. So that's why I went back to Thailand and then came to the Philippines. The Philippines has amazing options, amazing food, and it's just as amazing as Thailand, but you have to remember, even the Philippines, we're all still learning, right? Because we had a couple terrible vloggers here. So I appreciate you.